Hey there, Wayne Herring, Stronger Salespeople. I want to talk to you today about what happens when you start really paying attention to your sales team. What happens when you start being more active and more engaged with what they're doing? I had a potential client, somebody that I've been talking to, ask me this question. He said, hey, we just had a record month, and it's because I've been focused as the owner, as the sales leader. There's been more activity. I've been focused on activity. I've been asking questions. I've been watching my activity reports. I've been following up and making sure that we follow up with opportunities that are in the pipeline. We've been moving things ahead, moving things forward, not allowing them to get stuck. We've been focused on sales process. I've been asking more questions. I've been making sure we're getting more to compelling reasons, digging deeper, and not just staying with superficial things, with surface problems, surface issues with the clients, but getting in there. And what he said to me was, I've been getting pushback. I've been hearing grumblings. I've been hearing the salespeople saying, boy, I don't know about working so hard. And he's been hearing people who had low activities in November and December, and now as he pays attention in January, he sees that activity does lead to results. And he's asking himself and asking me in the Voxer message, what should I do? How do I deal with this? Is it a matter of I have people who don't work hard enough, or who don't like to work, or who are lazy even? What's going on? And so I jotted down a couple, sorry for the lighting, we're making shadow puppets here. I jotted a couple things down to think about. First of all, this happens all the time. When I start working with a client, when we run an assessment of a sales force, when we evaluate the whole existing sales team, and then as clients come into one of my coaching, training, development programs, we often have people quit and leave. We often have people who they were mediocre performers, and now somebody's paying attention, and it turns out they were mediocre performers because they just weren't working very hard. So it happens. And this is really going through this change is a leadership thing. So it's about leadership. Many books on my shelf that I read when I was a VP of sales and growing a sales team are really about leadership more so than selling. Selling skills are important, but leadership is what builds a team, builds a company, grows your income, and gives you freedom. So it's about leadership. And the first question I would have is, do you have complete clarity with everybody on the team? And by clarity, there's a bunch of things. One of the first things is your mission, vision, and values type things. Pat Lencioni wrote 4 Obsessions of an Extraordinary Executive, and The Advantage was another book he wrote. Mission, vision, and values are things he works on. My friend Scott Beebe has a group called 4 Steps to Business Freedom. He works on mission, vision, values. There's lots of guides. We do that, a version of this to get clear with the sales team. Everybody needs to know what you're pulling for and why. And the clarity piece is people need to know what's expected of them activity-wise. People may also need to know up front that now in the new world, you're going to ask them about activity. People push back when they don't know that you're going to ask the questions. When it comes to that activity level and clarity, you have to make it clear that expectations may evolve and change. One thing is you want to praise partial progress. So as you see good things happening, definitely is now is the time for lots of praise, even if it's only approximately right. But if it's on the right trajectory, you want to do that. Another thing that I would do is you've got to call it. You got to own it. You got to talk about why you are now paying more attention. You got to make it clear that definitely, this is not something that you were doing as much of before. So, talk about it. Have a little meeting about it. Celebrate the great progress you made and connect the increased activity and focus on pipeline and process with the great results that you're getting. Setting expectations, and one thing is definitely helping everybody see what's in it for me, the old WIFM. What are they going to get as they work through this? What's going to happen that's good for them? Not necessarily money. Could be, actually this person that I'm talking about, like I know that they got health insurance for their team, and it's the results that give that. Yeah. So you want to think about what's in it for them. The other thing that I am thinking of is you need to give it time, and you need to let people adjust a little bit to this new attention, scrutiny, and what's going on. So I'm not saying just let it go and don't worry about it, but give it a little bit of time. It's probably only been a month or so since you've been working on this and really paying more attention to it. Other thing I jotted down, well, I didn't jot down, I was thinking about today. In everything, Ken Blanchard is one of my favorite authors, 1 Minute Manager, and he has another book, Situational Leadership. These are all good. These are all leadership type books. And it's partially from him and other people. 1 Minute Manager talks about 1 minute goal setting and really getting clear. And then in Situational Leadership, Blanchard works on taking people through their phases of development, all really good. But one thing that I've trained lots of people on that we need, or that managers, leaders on, we need to do the tell me. So tell me what my expectations are. Tell me what the activity levels are. Tell me what kind of questions you're going to ask me. Tell me what to do, who to call, when to call them, how to track. So absolute clarity is number one. Show me what to do. So it's tell me, show me, let me try, give me feedback, and let me try again. So that's a good thing to keep in mind too, as you're increasing activity levels and working to get people more focused on pipeline, digging for compelling reasons that you're going to coach them, all those things. So hope that helps. That's some of what I would do. Thanks a lot.